Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Gray Man Prepping, and it is time for come on, work. Here it goes. It's going slow. Computer must be overheating. Tactical Tuesday, and tonight's topic is human power devices for living without power. With me tonight, I got Tammy and Mark here because they love this old stuff that we're going to be talking about. So let me go ahead and pull this down for a second and take 47 comments. Holy mackerel, I've been busy dealing with the grandkids. And we got a bunch coming in all over the place here. So Crew 1351 was first, and Shady Hill Homestead hitting both sides. Then Diana and Mark said hi to everybody while we're getting stuff up. CR, Creative Redundancies in the house. Geeky Gardens here. Kaylin Strain is here. And Mark saying hi on both sides.
That was off of StreamYard does that.
Yeah. Well, when I do it, it won't go to both on my side. I don't know. And I'm the one paying for it.
That's because you're the host. When I comment, it pops up twice on my screen. When I do it on like weekends with Jaron doing it, it pops up anywhere from 3 to 5 times. Depends on how many other people are streaming it.
Yeah. Well, even when over there on Jaron, that's Shadow Scout Suite, when he was doing it, and Mike and Alan were live, it didn't do that. It just did it to mine. I don't know.
Maybe because you have the paid version on your computer and the rest of us are doing it for free.
Must be. Let's see who else we got here. Uncle Richard's in on Tammy's side. And everyone chit-chatting back and forth there. A lot of talking about things. Okay, hang on. I got to go back up here. Okay. Cruz said it's 72 in Martinez there. I popped in. It's 84 here outdoors. It's 82.4 in my office right now. Usually it's hot. It's the other way around. It's hotter inside than it is outside because of the brown roof up there. I'll explain that later. 84 down in Florida. Jack said they had a thunderstorm come by, cooled them off for a little bit. Kaylin says 87 in Des Moines. Where Mark's hiding out, it's 83. CR says 78 up where he's at. And Prepper for the Ages is in the house now. Have to run outside for a few minutes to shut the door on the coops. Yep. Let's see who else. Tammy Harder is here. And 62 where Prepper for the Ages is. Truth, Goodness, Beauty is in the house. Myra Page is in the house. And trying to catch temperatures. Happy Mac Happy Mac is in the bushes, not in the house. In the bushes. No, hot as it is, it's not Taco Tuesday. It's Steak Tuesday. Throwing it out on the sidewalk and watching it brown in a couple minutes. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in here. And okay, I think if I missed someone, I'm sorry, but that we got a good crew in here today. And yeah, so the only reason why it's cooler inside than it is outside right now, because it's 75 in the kitchen and the living room. This room's always hotter. I have sprinklers on the roof, and and they're on the timer. They come on and stuff. Well, all the water's collected in 3 275-gallon totes, and I got a pump on that. And in between the time the water sprinklers are going on up there, I have the other ones going up now, pump kicking on and throwing more water up there. I went and felt the water coming off the roof, and it was warm. It was bathwater warm.
Shower water.
Yeah. It's like, okay, it's really hot. Dang. Anyways. Okay, so without power, I'm going to have a really hot house here. Oh, man.
You don't have any air conditioners in that house at all? I can't live like that. Nope.
I grew up like that. I mean, this is taking me back to my junior and senior year on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, the town of Fredonia. That little part of Arizona is called the Arizona Strip. The summer of 74, we'd go to the swimming pool, and in the shade at the swimming pool, the big thermometer said 118 for about 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still can't.
That pool was so crowded because usually there'd be 15 of us down there from the high school and about 10 from the elementary school. I mean, we couldn't do our fancy dives off the board. We couldn't, it's just like everybody's out there wading around like, lobsters cooking.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And Diana just went and clicked in over on Tammy's side too. And she says, 90 here, maybe a storm coming. Anyone's guess. Yeah. And so today has a little bit more, we're going to expand on it near the end here, but this, without grid electricity. Yeah. All right. Since this is the preparedness channel, and I will talk about it just briefly before we jump into the devices here. Before I retired, the last estimate we ran up for a nationwide grid down for 3-month time period, we had to revise it. We had to put the caveat in there. This is guessing at a 3-month to repair. It does not include all the delivery failures, which is going to extend that 3 months to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
For the summer death rate, if it happened at the beginning of summer, like the 1st of June, the death rate was 93%.
Alrighty.
In the wintertime after Thanksgiving, it was 92%. Because people can warm up better than they can cool off.
Oh yeah, you can only take so much clothing off. You can't take your skin off.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather put a sweater on or a sweatshirt than walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Yeah. Live and learn like the Amish without electricity. Yeah. So the house we were living in up there in Fredonia, no AC. For heat, we had a potbelly stove. And we, my senior year, April 1st, we got 3 feet of snow. Anyways, we had oil lamps and everything else. So if power went out, hey, we were fine. All right, so let's go over here. Oh, my delivery's coming. Yay! Now I can really up the what I'm doing on the roof here with some stuff here. All right. So as you notice, I divided the country in half. Half of it's blacked out, and the western half still has power because it seems that the big blackouts always happen back east.
What do you mean back east? California's in the west there, smart guy.
Yeah, we have. Hey, California had lights. The east was blacked out.
When?
Right now. See? It's blacked out on the map here.
Okay. That's because all the data centers stole the power.
Yeah. Okay, whether you're going off-grid or just surviving a power outage, there are tools, devices, gadgets that'll make life easier. And so tonight we're not really talking a long-term power outage, but we're talking, hey, this stuff works, why not use it more often? This is this is similar to the one we have. This is a little more heavier duty as far as the head goes. Our motor, though, is more heavy duty. We have something that looks like this, except at the back of the motor, and it wouldn't show the picture of the back side. It said it has a hand crank on it, but it's not showing the hand crank. We have a wheat grinder that we put a hand crank in there, and we just run it that way. but we also have the socket thing. I can fairly quickly hook it up to a V-belt pulley and hook it up to a bicycle and pedal away, or have the grandkids pedal away.
Pedal faster, we're having ground beef tonight. Pedal faster, kids. We're making burgers.
Yeah. Tammy Harder says it's 82 where she's at. But yeah, we have a big one like this. We have a bigger motor than this, but a smaller head. So then, of course, if you're going to do that, you can get one of these other ones here. The one on the right is more expensive, but I like the depth of the V pulley on the left one. But they both, grind it up, and you can make your wheat. And here's the guy having the one on the right there. He's down here pouring his grain in while he pedals off with his old exercise bike. Speaking of pedal power, some people would love to get hold. I would love to get hold of the one on the right here, an old-fashioned pedal lathe, because then I could teach the grandkids woodworking a little bit easier. But I'm just showing all the different things you have on it here going, and they got gear reduction on this workstation to an alternator that's going to be powering a laptop. Yeah, so there's a better look at the lathe.
If I'm out of power for that long, I don't think I'm going to be trying to waste my physical energy trying to power a laptop.
Yeah.
I got one of those. Potato ricer.
Yeah. Kaylin sent me this. This is something she picked up at the thrift store. However, it is missing the washer and wing nut off the bottom.
I have a hand crank bread mixer.
That's a Foley, and that's used to make applesauce. And when we can,
cool.
It'll press that through in just a couple of minutes to make it really good.
And I see it's got some nice little brackets on it here to hook on the pot you're doing it down into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bear says hi.
All right. This is something my wife and I have talked about getting. Unfortunately, the big heavy duty one I got her of the KitchenAid didn't have the hand crank attachment on it. We're both, I'm kicking myself and she's swatting me in the back of the head for not looking for the one with the hand crank in it. But so this one here is good power, no power. Or it's not going to be out for a little while. No problem. I'm making a cake. No problem. I can mix it easy. My wife has something like this there in California, just because the electric rates are so friggin' insane, and the delivery fees are even more friggin' insane.
I have one of those.
Yeah. I got something similar to this out in the shop. It's called a Doughboy.
Yeah, that's what I got. Mine's really old and painted red.
Mine was my mom got it when we were living in Fredonia from summer of 73 to Memorial Day 75 when I graduated. But we would whip up triple batches of bread. And then she would cook it up, cinnamon bread, regular loaf bread, yeah. Yep. And something like this, even with full power and stuff, it's good for the kids to feel like they're contributing.
Oh yeah, you just gotta clamp that whole thing to the table when you got bread dough in there, because you will walk that thing right off the table and down the street.
Well, whoever was doing it got to sit in the recliner and put it between their legs, and we fold our legs up in front of us, and that thing stuck down in there, and we go to town on it.
That'll keep it warm and help the yeast get activated.
Yep. The one my mom and my grandmother had was a 4-legged one that had a lot more clearance and stuff, sat higher, and you can put a bigger pot under it. I cannot find a picture of that old thing. I have it across the street in one of my bins in storage. So
that's like the original salad shooter.
Yep.
Oh, I love the electric salad shooter. These work just as good though. If you get one, you have to make sure you sharpen those blades.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got a hand crank one that has a suction cup that goes on the counter just to play around with here. Oh, those blades are razor friggin' sharp.
Oh yeah. I bought what's the name of the company they make the oh crap. They make little graters. They're super sharp, and I have them for the wood shop for doing wood and stuff. Microplane.
Yeah.
And I have a microplane one I leave in my drill press. I use that for like shaping nylon and stuff. Oh, you put that in your drill? Oh yeah, you could shred a 10 pounds of cheese in about 3 seconds with those things.
Yeah. I missed some comments here to put up here. I'm not sure which one Tammy was talking about.
The Foley.
That was
the Foley.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Egg beater, brace, yeah, versions. Oh yeah, we had we also have it's still in Martinez with the staff sergeant is the egg beater, and not just eggs, but pancake mix and everything else. Yeah, we got 2 of those, and they're both still there.
And you can pick those up at garage sales and thrift stores pretty easily.
Yeah, nobody wants them. They want the powered one.
Yeah, so that's easy to find. Cheap.
Right now, when I'm making pancakes here, guess what I'm using? My big chef's whisk, my big 2-hand. I get that mixed like that with it by hand. All right, and the thing about this is, this not only does the lettuce, the cabbage, the carrots, the radishes. It also does. You
make potato chips out of that. You can do whatever you want. Pick a vegetable, put it in there. As long as it's a firm vegetable, it'll go through. Zucchini shreds, yeah.
Before, besides that, although for the most part, we did not use that for cheese. We used this for cheese.
Yeah, hand grater. Yep.
We had the one.
We had right off.
Oh yeah.
We had the one on the right first. And then just before we moved in '66 back down to Southern California, my grandmother got one of these. And as soon as we got down to Southern California, my mom bought one of these. Mm-hmm. And I have one in the kitchen in California. My wife brought one of these, a new one of these up, 2 sizes. The one that looks like this, and the one has holes about 3 times the size of that for doing hash browns.
Oh, you mean you don't have the little itty bitty one? My wife bought one for like $2. It's literally like an inch high. It's tiny.
Yeah.
And she uses it sometimes for what? I don't know, but she'll use it. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Somewhere we have the little board one where you put the potato on it. It's got the hand thing. You go on it and you just start sliding until you get down to the end. And you push the button down and it pushes it out past, so you only waste about that much of it.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's a mandolin slicer, and you might as well say goodbye to your fingertips.
Yeah.
You're not using
I have a regular chef grade mandolin. My parents bought it for me when I went to college. It cost them like $200. I don't have it anymore. I think I sold it because I wasn't using it. And it has slice and then like the ruffle slice. That's all it has on it.
Yeah.
But those are skin removers every time.
I guess you guys weren't properly taught like we were. Now watch, the next time I use it, I'm going to take skin off.
Now you just got to know the feeling. You get it. As you get closer, you slow down. Mm-hmm. And then you feel it just touch the little hairs on your knuckle hair. And you're like, yep. Then you're using the palm of your hand because it's a more pliable skin until you get it down to almost nothing. And you just don't push hard, so you take skin off. That's all.
Yeah. Well, usually what we would do for things like that, other than cheese, doing on it, we get down so far and then hold it kind of like cupped a little bit, So just a little bit in there. And when I got down close and you feel okay, stop. And then we just take a fork, put on it, going backwards a little bit, and just kind of push it till we get down. And all right, who wants it? And someone eat it.
What were we going to say, Tammy?
Do you know how many pictures of bloody fingers I have seen in my Facebook group with people who are like, hey, be careful if you use a mandolin. This could happen.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your blood in their food.
Yeah. Except for Count Dracula.
Wear those gloves. You can buy those really cheap gloves, but they're
the cut gloves.
The cut gloves, so like you can't cut your fingers with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a chainmail glove for doing oysters.
Oh, yeah.
All right. How many people have one of these for opening up every can you have, including number 10 cans?
Not me.
I need one.
I got the one that opens on the outside, so you don't get metal shavings and dirt and dust in your food.
Well, the ones that cut the brim on from the outside.
Yep.
You have a heavy duty number 10 can. It goes, screw this, I'm breaking.
Oh no, I've done it. It depends on where the 10 can came from. If it's a European one, you ain't doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, we use that, and we would put those little magnetic clips that have a hook on it that you'd hang up on the refrigerator or something to hang, a towel on or whatever. We'd put 3 of those on the lids near where that's going to be going by, and they generally pulled anything loose off back to it. But plus then you have that to pick up so it doesn't go down into the tomato sauce or whatever the can is.
Yeah, my mother-in-law had one that does the outside, but it was battery powered. It was fairly large. You literally put it on the can and turn it on. It worked sort of. I didn't keep it because it didn't work for me at all. But it cuts the outside rim, just runs around in circles until you hit the button and shut it off.
Yeah. All right, Tam. Dana says she has one. Got this. Kaylin says got this one at the mosque. And 2x in the house. Yeah, this is a swing away. So yeah.
That was not a swing away. That's just one in the picture there. No, that's just a regular.
This is a swing away.
It is?
It is.
Swing away.
Where's the mount? All I see is handles on it.
Right there, right here where you can see the cursor going. That's why I picked it because it says swing away right down here.
No, I grew up with the one hanging on the wall next to the sink that you put the can in there and lock it down and just crank the handle, and then you keep going around and around, and you undo it and pop it off.
Swing away makes a whole bunch of different types.
Right.
Yeah, I've only ever seen swing away as the kind that's mounted on the wall in professional kitchens.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually have one that was my wife's grandmother's. That was a very white handle side. You squeeze it, and on the side, cutting at the top like this with a little twist thing on it. This says swing away on it as well.
Yeah, it has a little magnet hanging off of it to grab the lid for you, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Ace Hardware carries swing away can openers. Yeah. Well, I got the one like this. We have 3 of these. One was in the scout box. One I brought up here, and my wife kept the other one. And when the scout troop said, "Well, we're buying all new equipment. Here, you can have all the old stuff. We got a bunch of stuff back." So hey, we have 3. All right, next one here. Where are we going here? Oh, gotta have this. This is totally manual. There is no electrical power involved in this.
I just bought a mini one for $10 at a garage sale.
Yeah.
A mini one? What, that holds like 1 pint?
No, it holds like 5.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tiny. You didn't see the picture? I did a video, I think. Or
I didn't go cruising through yet.
I haven't done a video on it yet.
Yeah.
It's old. It's a Montgomery brand, not a Montgomery Ward. It predates Ward. It's a
Ward.
Montgomery.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. So, to remind everybody, Tammy has canned out on a campfire.
I do it quite often, actually.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm going to date myself with this.
Oh,
as a teenager and pre-teenager, when we lived down in Southern California from 1966 to 73, my step-grandfather knew Walt Disney and was always getting us free park passes and bunches of books of tickets.
I remember the books of tickets.
Anyways, the Carousel of Progress by Monsanto. They had one of the pictures. He was talking about, the great inventions now as you go from one year to the next year, decade or whatever. And the sun is in there. The wooden handle going up on this one on the left here is a billows, and you pump it, and it sucks the air through the hose. And he's there vacuuming the carpet instead of beating the carpet over the clothesline. But
and the one on the right there, the red one, those things work better than a vacuum, like even better than all the special ones they make now.
And they work great for like crumbs and stuff. When it comes to like long dog hair and that, no, it just tangles up in the brush like every other one does.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, we had in fact, my wife still has one of these there in California. We haven't gotten one for this house, but when the boys were preteen and teenagers, and they were told to, I just grab that real quick and get it up. Oh, they went real quick. Everything that was in there would slosh, would bounce back out again because they were going so fast with it. It's like, no, slow down. You don't need to go. You're not Speed Racer.
That's just a giant version of a table crumber. The little plastic one my mom had with the little brushes on it. You just roll back and forth. It just picks the crumbs up and throws them in a container.
The original ones work better than the newer ones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Picked up better. And when we used to go to Ponderosa, they had one like the red one. And my daughter, she was 2, and she would entertain herself. They would come out with that thing. Every time you sat down, they were going down the aisles. We went at times when they weren't super busy. And they would let her push that up and down the aisle. And I could sit there and get a meal and go back to the buffet a couple times and actually get to like totally eat. And she'd be like just as happy as a clam using that thing under all the tables.
Yep. Next one here. I got these. I forgot these in backwards orders.
The leaf rake.
The leaf
bagger, whatever.
Yeah, broom. Your broom so you picks it up. So rather than drive
acorns and black walnuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My grandpa had one he pulled behind his little ride-on lawnmower. It went backwards. It went the other way. So he would drive around, cut the grass, and it would pick up all the leaves as he did it.
Yeah. Do you know how much those are now to connect to the back of a ride-on mower?
Money. They're ridiculous.
It costs more than the mower does.
Yeah. $300 to $500. But you can get the old ones on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I grew up on.
I have one of those, but it doesn't have the leaf picker upper.
Yeah, neither did ours. My dad taught us how to sharpen them, slow and easy. You make several passes, and you adjust, and you go do the next one a couple passes, and you adjust the bottom knife closer to it. And you go and make sure ain't nothing scraping. If something starts to scrape and it's only one, you go back that spot, sharpen it a little bit and make it nice and flat. But yeah. And that is the last one I have just for and this is just to start things off and stuff. But there is a whole bunch of other ones besides the hammers and screwdrivers, the hand saws and that stuff. That I've seen a lot of reels about people setting up their $1 million house with a huge kitchen, and just about everything in it is hand powered. And it's like somebody has a good grandmother.
Yes.
and taught her right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the you know, and they're simple, and then other things that if there's a power's out for a while, we got a box load of different types of candles. We got my wife brought her mother's old antique, and some of these are antique oil lamps.
Oh, I have a collection of those and cast iron.
Yeah. So she brought down 6 or 7 of them, besides the 15 I got in the garage across the street in the shop in the back of it.
I have my great grandmother's oil lamp.
Yeah.
It was their big one.
Yeah. So oil lamps, I like specifically the ones I got from my parents' house, where it has a bracket and a reflector on it, and it hangs on a screw on the wall, where you can reach up and pop it off the hanging bracket, which is kind of like things. So you just pop it out, and you can go put it on the kitchen table or wherever you need it. And it's pewter. It's all pewter one with the glass chimney on it.
So behind my head right here is a panel of Reflectix. This is a south-facing window, and so that Reflectix is in there to reflect the sun away and keep it from heating up in this room.
Cool.
So it can be a modern thing that is not electric that helps you cool things down.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that goes back to that this one.
Yeah.
What's the one you put it in the motor and you turn it? Cuisinart.
Yeah. But this is a little food processor that's hand cranked, but modern.
Exactly.
My grandma had the nut chopper that you pressed up and down on.
I got one of those. I got one of those up there.
And that was the old version. The crank one is the modern version.
Yeah. The impact chopper. My mom would use it for walnuts for making fudge. We would, my brother and I would use it for all sorts of stuff. Oh, all right, okay. Throw a couple chunks of carrots in there. Bap, bap, bap. Okay, we're done in the bowl. And we have chunks of carrots, that they're not going around like Bugs Bunny. But yeah, there are some really cool ones. Real cool things you can use out there in the kitchen. Oh shoot. How many? All right. One is yes, or just type a Y or a 1 for yes, 2 or an N for no. Who has an electric toothbrush? Because I have one that we bought a long time ago, and it's still working just fine. I'll use that, and I'll finish up with the hand done with the bamboo bristle hand brush, for brushing teeth.
Yeah, I used to have one of those, whatever. It's like a round brush on it. It's the Sonicare. That's it.
Yeah.
It was okay. I didn't like it. I just went back to manual brushing because.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I use the electric brush. I put it up to get the sides of the molars and back, rather than every accident you're going fast and you put on get the back ones. I do the other ones to massage the gums. The bamboo ones, a lot better for massaging the gums and stuff. Little and Pepper has an electric. Kaylin has just the regular basic one.
Chickens.
I decided I better go out before dark and water the rabbit.
Yeah. Lucky to that, but I use the N-Power versions. Yeah, my youngest grandson asked me for an electric toothbrush because he saw mine on my counter there. I told him those are really expensive, and I'm not sharing that with you because they have the different things on it. But I do know we got 2 of the battery power ones. We put the the AA batteries in it, and it's like holding like a regular toothbrush, but So I'm gonna have my wife bring one of those out of the toothbrush supply drawer and bring it down here up here for either Danny or Oliver. I forget which one asked for it. I'll have her bring both because if one gets it, the other one wants to get it too. Monkey see, monkey do's the youngest one. Yeah. We do have the Oral-B water pick, with the thing you plug it in the wall. My wife was still using it in California, so I got a battery powered one that I just put some AA batteries in it, and I was using that up here for a while. So there are some electrical things you can still use when the power is out if they're battery powered, and you happen to have one of those little solar powered battery rechargers. Good thing to have for emergencies, even for camping. If you take some electrical devices camping, so you can charge up your cell phone or whatever. Yep. Amazon. All right. So there in the house across the street, there was one of the really old ones, hand crank ones, mounted in the laundry room. And I got the name off of it. I can't remember. I have to go over and look at it again. And I looked it up, and lo and behold, on Amazon, you can get them.
Yeah, like the ones we had in school back in the day.
Yeah, you can get those. And if you really want to go even older than that, you can get the little pocket one with the razor blade on it, and you twist your pencil in.
Yeah. A lot of non-electric stuff you can get at Lehman's Hardware online.
Yeah. What I really want, I've seen some reels of some ones from back in the early 1920s and earlier, pencil sharpeners that are really cool. This place that they've refurbished them for their museum, and they put a pencil in there and has a knife that comes down, and it goes down, comes back up, and it turns the pencil down, turns the pencil down, turns the pencil. Those things are so cool. I'd love to get one of those. Then I could, I wouldn't have to worry about Danny and Oliver sharpening the one that have his suction cup to the kitchen counter and it coming undone. I hear boys whispering behind me. Can you hear the boys whispering behind me?
I can't.
A little bit. I hear a little chime of little boy voices.
Yeah. Guys, they can hear you. They can't hear me. Hang on a second. Danny goes, okay. Oliver goes, well, about whatever he was talking about louder. Yeah, the one across the street that was mounted on there that one of the older boys broke off had the multiple holes in it. Let's see what else. Okay, here's a hard one for everybody, or for some people. Do you have a natural gas / propane stove, an electric stove, or a wood burning stove that you can cook on? I still want to get one of the nice modern built wood burning stoves that they're using, cast steel instead of cast iron, so it's stronger, but it's cast using the same castings for it.
Oh,
electric. I'm sorry, those that like electric. I've always hated electric stoves.
I hate electric stoves.
My wife has not been thrilled about them. Her grandmother had an electric, so she learned to use it. But yeah, natural gas or propane, much better.
Gotta go. There, yes.
Oh, speaking of which, when
These are not.
probably not going to happen this summer, but next summer, when Staff Sergeant comes up here, we're going to gut the travel trailer, and so we're pulling the entire kitchen, all the kitchen stuff out of it, and so it's going to have it's going to have three. Well, it's going to have a bathroom with the master bedroom and the rest of the trailer, big open space for her doing her quilts in. It's going to be a quilting sewing trailer, but we're going to be pulling the propane stove out of it and setting it up to use it on the back patio.
Well, there you go.
So, and you could probably go to a places that refurbish the old some of the old travel trailers and stuff, where they pull some of those out and they put the more modern stoves in. Pick the old stoves up cheap. Yeah,
we're all watching Tammy walk around the farm now.
I gotta do
so
some
when the
water.
power's out, this is what you'll be doing down here: walking around, water.
Yep.
Feeding.
It's not my system. I'm farm sitting, so I gotta find where the right hose is to turn on for the right place I'm watering. So
yeah. Rather have a gas. The mosque has a 10-burner, 2-oven commercial gas stove.
Yep.
My grandfather had a rental equipment and catering company for motion picture studios. Back in the 50s, he built 50s. In the 50s, he built the original roach coaches for going on movie locations. He was a diehard Wolf stove fan. Each one had it was side by side Wolf stove with 6 burners and a 6-burner grill, and next to it another one with 6 burners and a 6-burner grill. Each for a total of 4 ovens in the step van.
I was one of the Vulcan or the Garland with the 6-burner with the raised flat top next to it, and under the flat top is your broiler, and then two medium ovens or 1 big oven to do full-size sheet trays.
My mother-in-law has something like that. Has 4 burners and a raised grill with a tray you can slide in and use it as the burner.
Yeah, Yep.
Yeah. They are not listening and going into the living room to watch one of the TV shows. They're playing with all the toy trucks in the bedroom here. Your little Matchbox trucks and stuff. Ooh, homemade biscuits. Yes.
ooh.
CR, here's your food. Tammy Harder's making biscuits for you, CR.
It's not me this time talking about food.
All right. I'm going to switch my background here for a second and show you guys something. Visual effects. I want to bring up this one here. Yes. Okay. So, the stove you see up here, this white stove, is a electric one with a glass top on it with the infrared things on it.
Yeah.
Sitting on the middle, barely seeing the top there, is a induction cooktop that you just plug into 120 volts. It says 115, but 120 standard. So it plugs in there. I did 99% of my cooking on that. And my wife came in, she goes, well, I need this. Okay, so I moved it off the side and I did cooking on it. And she started using stuff. She goes, this stove sucks. Which is why she approved spending the money and went out with me to pick out the stove and then approved getting the whole house turned gas instead of electric dryer, washer, and stuff. So yeah, gas washer, gas dryer, gas stove, gas furnace. All of those were electric. We bought this place. He's crumbling under the food pressure now. Vulcans are another good brand too.
Yeah, Vulcan, Garland. Those were the good brands back in the day.
Yeah.
Vulcan got bought by Hobart, which they resold that. Still call it a Vulcan, but it's garbage.
Yeah. It's like buying cast iron. You want to buy an old Grissom or a Griswold because instead of
or a Lodge.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So easy to control the heat. So if you're dealing with a short power outage and you want to upgrade your kitchen, if you don't have natural gas, like Kaylin can't put natural gas in there because the apartment doesn't do it. This is a 2-burner propane indoor-outdoor cooktop. And it worked pretty good for doing canning, didn't it, Tammy? When I did my canning on it.
Yes, it does. Yep.
I got a bunch of those little single burner ones, like you go to a buffet where they're doing like omelets to order. I got a bunch of those. There's a it's not a Chinese store, but it is. It's like called Z Market or something. And you could buy all kinds of stuff in there, and they have you name the nationality, they have the food, but they always have this one corner with like kitchenwares. And I buy the little stove. It was like, $18 and a 4-pack of the little butane cans. I buy those by the case.
Yeah.
And they're great. I took them camping. It was great. Easy to clean, small. They go in a little plastic case, no gas to deal with. And yep, cooked on those. And just pack it up, bring it back home.
Yep. Oh, let's see. Yeah. So look around your kitchen, see what, you really don't need. No, here's the other thing. Hang on, let me get rid of this banner because the banner is at the. There we go. Now you can see a little bit more up at the top here. So other side. Sorry, the orange thing here, that is an electric kettle. Before we got the gas in. That's what I used across the street upstairs in the second floor where I had my little office up there to heat my hot chocolate and stuff. So and then we were using that until we got the natural gas in. And then we bought a nice official gas stove top kettle.
Yeah. I stopped using my electric one until I found out how I plugged it into my Upus and realized that thing draws like 1,600 watts. I'm like, no, I don't need coffee that bad. I have a little kettle. I throw it on the stove, fill it up with 1.5 liters of water, and it boils it. And I make my coffee in a French press. Good to go.
When I was in getting scout leadership training to be a scoutmaster at Wood Badge, one of the guys in our patrol drove everybody else except me in the patrol nuts because he had the jet boil.
Oh, yeah, I love my jet boil.
French press attachment thing for it. So he's there doing his coffee there on his jet boil stuff, and everybody's looking at him, and they're using instant coffee.
Yeah. No, the only thing about roughing it or camping with using coffee grinds, you got to clean your coffee maker when you're done.
Yeah.
That's why I got so much freeze-dried coffee.
Hang on. Okay, dang it. Push the wrong button there. There it is.
What's CR?
All right, CR. Look what Tammy Harder's doing now. Now it's on to the sausage gravy. Kaylin has a French press and boil water and camp stove. Oh, excellent. My wife and I received an electric can opener. Actually, received two. We returned the one. But when we got married, we kept the other one. after about a year and a half, it was like, okay, no, we got to get rid of this because it was hard to clean, hard to everything else.
Yeah.
And the hand cans, and it was like, it was turning around. So it was like, I'm done.
Yeah, the smell of ozone and metal shards everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all gravy now. All right. All right, hang on a second here. Danny, Oliver, come here. I'm still alive, so behave yourselves. Come here. Here's Danny. Where's Oliver? Here's Oliver coming in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of packages. What's the for?
Yeah, thank you. Who was the one asking me for the electric toothbrush?
Me. Me too.
I don't go.
Me too.
The John Deere T-shirt kid here goes. Monkey see, monkey do. Danny wants the electric toothbrush. He goes, me too. Yeah. Okay, guys, go.
You're all the packages.
Yep, go.
And when he stands in front of that grate, it looks like his ribs are going the wrong way.
Go.
Bye.
I'm not going to open them now on the live stream. Yeah. So that's what I'm living with most of the time right now, except for a few hours when Eli's with a worker and they can go back home across the street. But even then, they have 4 hours to be over there. Danny goes home for an hour and a half, comes back over. He goes, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I had my time. It's interesting is Danny, who's in the red shirt, is older by, let me look at the dates here. Yeah, it's 17 months. Yeah, 17 months. But Oliver has outgrown him now. Is taller than him. The youngest one is taller. All right. So, folks.
My grandson is 29 months, and his 9-month-old sister is as tall as him, almost.
Whoa. Yeah, it took Oliver until he was, I guess it was last year. So Oliver's 6, Danny is 7. Danny will turn 8 on Thanksgiving. Oliver just turned 6. But it took, I think it was last summer's when Oliver passed Danny. All righty, folks. So coming up here, Thursday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Time is the Midnight Ride. And thank you, Kaylin, for all those news articles. And anybody else has any really interesting news articles on what government is doing in your neck of the neighborhood, send it to me. Emails at the bottom of the description. Friday on Camp Patton Family Compound, we're going to talk about farmers markets and what are your plans for making use of them, either selling or buying or both.
Ooh, that reminds me, I got to grab that wood crate and bring it back to my guy tomorrow at the farmer's market. I almost forgot. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Saturday, back here in Gray Man Prepping, after all the men vanish, ladies, what are your plans now?
Celebrate.
Now, the following Saturday is just the opposite. Guys, after all the ladies vanish, what are your plans now?
Go fishing.
Mark, that was the number one answer someone posted online. They did this thing. So some of these woke Karens were saying, we don't need men. We wish you all disappear. And the guy goes, guys, what would happen if all the women disappeared? And most of the guys were saying, go fishing, honey.
Yeah.
All right. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound, we're going to talk sourdough. So, CR, there's food for you on Monday, sourdough. Next Tuesday here, we're revisiting this one to see if anybody's improved upon it from 2 years ago. pros. What is the hardest part of prepping for you? All right. That's what's coming up in the next week here. And so remember, everyone, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill every month. And since we're already well into garden season, I'm going to change this up a little bit. Start planning your winter indoor garden. Plan now for it. All right? Okay, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll see you Thursday for the midnight ride.
Have a good night.